We continue our lacrosse media day coverage here. Brian Higgins, Tucker Dordevic, and just great to have Tucker back here. What's the feeling like? I think on this day last year we thought you were back, but now officially you really are back.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm very excited. It's nice having everybody back from break. You miss the boys after a while, so it's nice to be back in the locker room with all 55 or whatever, how many there are of us. But I'm just pumped and ready to go.
What's the last year been like for you? Because you played your freshman year most of the year hurt in some way and played really well enough that we didn't even know. Last year, you're on your way back from surgery and the whole thing, and you get hurt again right around now last year. How'd you handle it from sort of this point last year to right now?
Yeah, no, definitely. I was definitely at times frustrated, but I've kind of always lived by like everything happens for a reason. So I try to stay positive as much as I can. But like I said, there were times where I wasn't always very excited to watch lacrosse just because I was so bummed I couldn't play lacrosse. But I couldn't be more energetic and happy to be back playing. You definitely realize how much you miss it when you miss it for so long.
I mean, it didn't take anybody that walked through Manley Fieldhouse for 5 minutes last year probably saw you playing wallball at some point. So there were chances, I guess, to work on your game, right? Anyway, even though you couldn't get out there and run around with the guys.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of tried to pick things out of my game that I could actually work on well on a little scooter for 8 months or whatever, however long I was on it. So just like hitting the wall as much as I can, sitting down, working on my left hand, little things like that. I just tried to find little things, watching the film, whatever it may be. I just tried to find the things I could actually do and kind of lock them down. Yeah,
it seems weird that you can get better at the sport when you're not actually playing the sport, but do you feel now, given everything that's happened, that's actually going to be the case this year?
Yeah, I firmly believe that. I think there's a lot of times I feel like there's two ways you can handle something, and you can either look at it as a positive or negative, and I try to look at it as a positive as much as I can.
So you were pretty agile on that scooter last year. I thought you might have been able to play with that thing. But you're back here this year, and so much has changed. Pat March is now in as the new offensive coordinator, and it just feels like watching you interact with him, that there's a pretty good vibe going on right now with him and the new offense.
No, yeah, definitely. Coach March is awesome. Everybody on the team has bought into what he's put into our program, and offensively, and obviously the defense isn't going to run as offense, but offensively, all of us are super energetic and super happy, and we're all so grateful that we're learning all this new stuff, because when you get a new coach, obviously they bring new stuff to the table, and all of us really, really enjoy having Coach March here and learning from him.
Things are simple and complicated around here, in that you have one goal every year, and it's winning the national title. Well, that makes it pretty complicated when that's the only goal you guys have. How do you approach this year, knowing that goal and kind of knowing where you've been the last few years?
No, definitely. I think with our new offense, we're going to put a lot of goals in the back of the net, so that's good. But honestly, we're going to take every game by game, kind of like a 1-0 mindset. I think this team, we all know what we can do this year and how much we can accomplish, and it's just finding success doing that. So I think everybody knows in the back of our mind, we know that our final goal is to win a national championship, make the Final Four, this and that. But I think all of us know that we can't just teleport to Memorial Day weekend. We have to grind day in and day out. And this team has put their foot on the pedal all fall and all winter and just are ready to go.
You look at what's back from last year. There's a lot back kind of at all three levels when you look at both face-off guys. Starting goalie and Nick Mellon are back. You look on offense with yourself and Curry and Trimboli and Stephen Rafis on attack. Does it feel like you have parts basically everywhere you look on the team right now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, down low with starting from Drake and then going to Nick, Helmer, whoever takes that third spot, then up and return both LSMs. Danny and Jake at the face-off X, which is awesome. I think it's the best 1-2 punch in the country. And then the midfield with Jamie, Curry, Buttermore, Lipka, and then Steve, Griff, Chase, Owen, all those guys can play. And I think once we put everything together, it's going to be a really fun season.
Tell us a little bit about Chase Scanlon. We saw him briefly in that Loyola game last year. That's where he was last season. He both transfers in after a 40-goal freshman year and gets 22.
Yeah.
That makes you look at him right away. What has he added to this team?
Oh, he's terrific. Dodging-wise, once he catches it and people are coming out to him, he's incredibly hard to stop. Just like last year, he catches the ball all the time on a secondary dodge, and it's virtually impossible to stop. And so he brings a lot of stuff to the table. Finishing, he's extremely good at finishing, but just creating for other people, having another threat out there. And he's a very unselfish player, so he helps us move the ball around. It's great playing with him.
What are we now? I guess a little bit more than a month from the opener. How hyped are you for that day to come?
It's circled on my calendar in big yellow marker, but I'm pumped. I just want to get out there and play. It's such a fun game, and just not playing for so long, you definitely are chomping at the bit to get out there and play for one that really matters.
All right, Tucker, we're looking forward to seeing you out there this year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's Tucker Dordevic. Looking forward to a big sophomore season from Tucker.